Hey everybody, welcome to Colony Drop, your favorite Gundam podcast. My name is Isaac.
And my name is Brian, and this is a podcast where we talk about anything and everything related to the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise, from the anime, to the movies, to the music, to the lore, to the food, to the clothes, to the news, Isaac, to the news.
Indeed. The cuckoo news, Brian, if you will.
Oh.
And boy, Brian, is there a big announcement, isn't there? A special announcement. It's a special anniversary, isn't that right?
It's a smattering of announcements, Isaac. I don't think you can call it one. I lost track of how many announcements there were on this little announcement spree that they went on. But yes, Gundam's 50th anniversary is coming up in 2029. It's a few years away. So I don't know what got Bandai thinking about this recently, but they went on like an announcement spree. They were just like, we're going to talk about the 50th anniversary upcoming. And they just spouted off a whole bunch of things.
Did you know it was a 50th anniversary before this announcement went out? Like, I haven't exactly been keeping track of every anniversary of Gundam.
I remember the 40th and I remember the 45th, but I definitely hadn't thought about the 50th, other than we had mentioned that maybe you should, remake the original series for the 50th. That feels like a good landmark thing to do. But beyond that, I mean, it's still a few years away, so it's not something that I was really actively thinking about at the moment.
Well, Brian, it turns out they have a lot on their mind because, oh my God, everything that they've announced, one of them I'm more excited for than the others, but man, it's a convenient 50th anniversary list, almost with 50 items.
It is a long list. Some of them hold more weight than others, but I think today, listeners, what we're going to do is just, go through the list. I know some of you have actually told us that you get your Gundam news from us, which I did not think of. What? I don't consider us a Gundam news source, but when there are this many official news announcements, I guess it's something that we should talk about. And I don't know, I might take a more measured approach today. I feel like a lot of this is kind of like a nothing burger.
Brian, number one, bite your tongue. How dare you? The fans are just frothing at the mouth, waiting for sunset to announce critical Gundam news and updates. They rely on us on this side of the Pacific Ocean. All right. And as for the smattering of information that would be given, this entire table of contents that the Gundam official website has listed out for the 50th anniversary, it's gargantuan, Brian. It's incredible, and I can't wait to get enough. I wish this happened every day, all day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Do we want to go in any certain order, or should we just pick topics at random until we cover most of them?
We can go top to bottom, I guess. Why not?
Okay, so listeners, just so you're aware, I will post a link. Gundam Official posted a nice little recap of everything that they announced. They announced all these at Gundam Conference 2026 Spring, which premiered a few days ago. We're recording this on the 24th of May. It's all posted, though, on a nice singular webpage, and they have translated it. I gotta say, their official Gundam website is getting a little better now that they're posting things in English, so that's very appreciative. Thank you, Bandai.
Do you think the numbers are on our side now, Brian? Like, they're running their analytics, and they're like, oh, yes, apparently the United States is a growing market. Finally. After decades of investment.
Hey, as long as people keep buying the plastic models, Isaac, they see the dollars. So vote with your dollars, really? Listeners.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind, Brian. I might be doing some shopping myself soon for certain Gunpla.
Well, I mean, I hope we're all going to be shopping soon for Gundam Assemble. So it's coming up.
There you go. Gundam Assemble.
All right, Isaac, why don't you start us off with the first item on the list?
Speaking of first items, the first look at A Boy and His Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam 50th Anniversary Road to 50 Prologue movie is a short video, an animated video created. It's available on YouTube, so anybody can watch this. It's not hidden behind some type of a paywall or anything like that. Or I would hope this isn't on other streaming platforms because it's not really long enough to justify it. But it is a great little sort of meta movie in a way. It shows kind of through no dialogue. This is just pure animation and high quality animation at that. It shows kind of the journey of someone who was an original fan of the Gundam series when it first launched. And then the man ages and keeps getting older. Soon he's a father, then a grandfather. And he's just been carrying along the torch of being a Gundam fan. It's something he enjoyed with his son and his grandson. He goes and he sees like the live Gundam statue. Not that it's live. The live Gundam statue. It's not live at all. The to scale Gundam statue in Japan, and it's just an all-around great. Fills your heart with warmth. Although I have to say, it's a little mobile suitist, Brian, because we don't see a single mono eye.
That's true, because you dirty mono eyes are not allowed in this celebration of the
How
franchise.
dare you? I was seeing red towards the end. I was like, wait a minute, something's missing. There's no space fascism.
Yeah, I was surprised that Char wasn't in it at all.
Yeah, right? Like, we can't have our heroes without our villains.
Yeah.
We should see some more baddies. Well, there was a few baddies,
Sure.
but not enough, I think, in my opinion.
What they could have done was show, like, the bad guy for each series sort of interacting with the protagonist a bit. I mean, that might have made it too long. This is, 5 minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
It's not very long.
Sure, but, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to talk to some Japanese listeners and say, do you guys really, not like the villains at all? Like, I find that hard to believe. There must be some villain fans. Are you guys, hiding out in a little corner or alley of Tokyo or something?
I mean, we know they love Char. They sell Char everything over there. So I was surprised that he didn't at least get a spot at the end. Like it would have been a good stinger at the end, right? If they showed Char,
Yeah, or the daughter was holding Char, the granddaughter or
that
whatever.
That would have been great.
She was holding the mono eye or something.
That would have been lovely. That's perfect, actually.
Yeah, because I would assume kids looking at a mono eye might think it's kind of closer to a pig.
Sure.
Its dimensions and forms are a little simpler, almost cuter in a way, compared to colorful samurai armor.
Yes.
Which is less kind of cute, cuddly.
Right. Yeah, but I agree. I loved it. It was very touching. I think everyone should go watch it if you haven't watched it. It's a very feel-good promo video. I have no real notes on it other than, like you just said, maybe they should have had some of the bad guys, Char, have the girl holding it. It made me feel like they know that they are crossing a threshold where the real test for them, and by them I mean Bandai Namco and Sunrise, the people who control Gundam, they, Isaac.
The controller.
The controllers, the dreaded they. I think they understand now that their real test is whether you can keep this franchise going for these kids. And so I don't know. I guess we're going to see. We're going to
find out, Brian. I mean, we never saw the original series growing up, and it worked out great for us. We weren't around in Japan for the original broadcast, but we like it.
I mean, how do you feel about the franchise at 50? I would say they are in a good position. It's, what did you say about the movie, right? It's theirs to ruin. I feel like they have a good opportunity.
So that sounds like something I would say, but I'd expand on that, Brian. The whole situation right now with Gundam is theirs to ruin because never before has anime been more popular in the US. Never before has it been easier through e-commerce in order to purchase Japanese products such as Mobile Suits and Gunpla. And never before has it been easier for fans to gather through online platforms, through various types of social media. So everything right now shows that the metal it's primed. It's burning red, and you got to strike while the iron's hot. So if you land this blow, great. If they fail or stumble, oh no, what happened? Everything looked like it was ready.
Yeah, so I don't know. They're setting themselves up for success. I wish them the best. So, but this prologue was good. I hope they can follow through on the prologue. Because if they make this nice prologue movie, it's very touching. You're setting yourself up for the future, and then you kind of stumble on the execution. That'll be a little sad.
Yeah, but we're all rooting for you, Bandai and Sunrise. We know you can do it.
All right, second thing on the list is the confirmed theatrical release for what is going to be called Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero, which is going to be a movie prequel to Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom. And this is, I think we already knew this. I'm not sure that we really needed an announcement for this. I guess before this, they had announced that they would make this movie called Seed Freedom Zero, and now they're announcing that it has a theatrical release. I mean, that could have been an email. That doesn't deserve to be an announcement. Isaac, does Freedom need a prequel?
Of course it does, Brian. Of course. There's so many unanswered questions about the Kingdom of Foundation.
Or what happened on that beach after the camera stopped rolling.
Yeah, not just that, but how did the Kingdom Foundation form? Who bankrolled this military? What the hell is going on with the Queen and her weird aging? These unanswered questions, Brian. Who knows?
I don't think for a second that the film is going to be about any of those unanswered questions.
No, this is going to be a pure Gundam Seed fan service movie. We're going to see Atherin. We're going to see Kira Yamato. We're going to see Lacus. And they're going to be involved in hijinks. Their lives will never be in mortal peril because we know They're going to survive and defeat whatever evil force is fighting against them. Red Cosmos is going down.
It's so weird to me that it's a prequel, Isaac. I mean, I don't really know where you go with a sequel with Kira and Lacus. That situation is resolved. Yeah. But what do you do for a prequel? We know what happened before. Maybe a Shin story? I don't know.
Possibly. That'd be interesting, actually, seeing him play a bigger role. But the good thing about going to the past, Brian, is that there's more characters there that we're familiar with. You don't have to go into the future and get new characters. Sure. And also the setting. So the setting will be everybody in their typical dress rehearsal positions, right? You know, we can even have Blue Cosmos up to no good again, because who else is going to be the villain? Right. So by going back into the past, we get our usual lineups and we can do Gundam Seed by the numbers. That's why this is happening.
That makes sense. I do want to mention some of the box office numbers here, just to give everyone an idea of how these movies have been doing recently. Freedom earned 36 million globally. 35 of that was in Japan. Box Office Mojo doesn't have a number for the US. I'm not sure why. It was not a wide release in the US. If you recall, I think it was only on that one weekend or whatever when we went and saw it. It wasn't a wide release like Hathaway 2.
The weekend of the Great California Blackout.
Yes. That's right. Maybe the blackout prevented the numbers from being transmitted to Box Office Mojo.
Yeah, right. Oh, no data.
G-Quux, The Beginning, that earned 26 million globally, 24 of which were in Japan, 1.2 in the US. Hathaway 2 so far has banked 18 million globally, 15 from Japan, and 1 million from the US. So I thought that was interesting that Hathaway 2 has done roughly the same as G-Quux, which, and G-Quux had you didn't need anything to watch that movie, whereas Hathaway 2, you need a lot of lore to get in the door on that one.
Oh my God. Don't blink.
But you can see out of those three, I mean, Freedom was the highest. It's actually the highest grossing Gundam movie ever. So I'm sure they're hoping just for another big return by doing Freedom Zero in the theaters. So
sure.
Seed fans, I guess you're going to be happy.
Yeah.
Congrats to all of you. And we'll have to go see it, Isaac. I just hope for no power outage this time.
Oh, man. I assume because it's Freedom Zero that we're going to see at least some of the new characters that were in Freedom. Maybe they got good data back from the Black Knights or something. I don't know.
Well, you can't have the Black Knights because they were revealed for the first time in Freedom. They can't fight. True, they can't fight our characters in Zero and then just did they forget everyone? Did they get flashy thing for Men in Black?
You're right. You're right, Brian. I don't know, Brian. All I know is Blue Cosmos did nothing wrong.
That's true. It does set you up for they can just fight Blue Cosmos again.
They have to, Brian. We don't have anybody else.
That's true.
And what's good about going back into the past is that Blue Cosmos, at least in theory, will be equally, if not stronger, than it was at the opening of Gundam Seed Freedom.
Good. Maybe the Destroy Gundams will have all of their limbs intact.
Oh, I'd be so happy to see the Destroyers again. I'd say, keep doing what you're doing, boys, because they don't really have anything against us unless a Gundam's around.
Destroy harder.
Yes.
All right, Isaac. What's number 3 on the list?
All right. Number 3 is a message from the director, Jim Mickle, of the live-action Gundam film, which, as we all know, has somewhat been in development hell, in a way. At this point, would you put it in development hell as a category?
I think it definitely went through development hell. It's now under production. Yeah. We've actually been getting a lot of people who live over there are taking pictures of the film site. I saw a picture today on one of the usual sites of some military looking Hummers or Humvees or whatever you call them. They have the Earth Federation insignia on it, the little crest, and it says EFF on it. So they're making it. They're using some practical props. They're doing something. It's happening.
Well, I wish them all the best. And as a reminder, listeners, here is the current lineup of stars in the movie who, by the time the movie actually comes out, this roster might completely change. First, of course, is Sydney Sweeney, who needs no introduction. Next is Noah Centineo, who's going to be playing Ken in the upcoming Street Fighter movie. And then after that, we have some other names like Jackson White, Shioli Kutsuna, Nanso Anozi, Michael Mando, a great actor from the hit show Better Call Saul, Javon Wana Walton, also a familiar face from the show Euphoria, and a boxer also. And then we have Alexander Rudininsky, Ida Brooke, and Gemma Chow-Tron. Finally, we also have a very familiar villain, Brian, who most people, at least a lot of people, should be familiar with, and that is Jason Isaacs, who played Lucius Malfoy in the Harry Potter series.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Who might be a Garen.
Ooh, I could see that. Yeah, he definitely belongs in Xeon. From Slytherin to Xeon, that fits. They both wear green. He doesn't even have to get new clothes.
Brian, we have a British actor. He has to be a villain in an American movie.
That's true. Yeah. Especially in Gundam, I feel like if you have that kind of thing, that you're in a villain role.
That'll be the Xeon accent. It's all British accent.
There you go. It's the Star Wars approach.
There you go. So yes, good luck, Netflix team. One day we'll see the Gundam movie.
Yeah, so the director gave some sort of message or something, right?
I think it was a nothing burger, right? Like this was the nothing burger. Like, we appreciate the fans. What else do they say? Thank you so much. The excitement is overwhelming. All that shit.
Yeah, my notes on it were, I wrote okay ? like we didn't need to know that. So yeah, again, best of luck to Jim Mickle and the team.
Not a good video either, because he's like in front of like the back of a building.
I think it's sound stage 9 wherever he's at.
Yeah, it's like, well, couldn't you be near like, I don't know, some of the props or something to like hype up the fans, make people excited? But no.
Top secret.
Just the parking lot.
We're available, Jim, if you need consultants. So you know where to reach us.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah. Oh, can you imagine getting a cameo?
That'd be cool.
You'll be Federation officer that's killed.
In the first 5 seconds.
And I'll be Xeon Goon that's killed.
You can drop the colony on me.
Yeah. You'll be one of the civilians in the cutaway to Australia running for their life.
Screen test my screams. Yeah. All right, number 4 on the list. This might have been the most substantive or the least substantive, depending on what you think about this. They announced that they are going to remaster the original Mobile Suit Gundam from 1979 for the 50th anniversary in 2029. Now, I want to point out this is a remaster. This is not a remake. I know a lot of people read this and they thought automatically this is going to be a remake. This is not going to be a remake. It's probably going to be like a 4K remaster.
It's going to be AI'd, Brian. That's exactly what they're going to do to it.
I don't know. A lot of those AI things have not turned out well. So hopefully it's a real full-on remaster, which does take a while. I don't know that they needed to announce it this soon. Announcing your remastered 3 years before it comes out is a little odd. But, I mean, that's fine. This is something they should definitely be doing just to preserve the series for the future. If you're going to maintain a franchise like this, you should definitely be taking this sort of step to preserve all of your media content, essentially.
We're inching towards remaking it because the remaster is just going to precede the remaking. They're just waiting for the tech to catch up, Brian.
Yeah, maybe. My only issue with this, Isaac, is their message here says it will allow even more people to watch the original Mobile Suit Gundam. And I'm not sure that's what's keeping people from watching it. Having a clearer picture, I think it's more the animation style and how it looks. True. Based on the people I've talked to and the people I've tried to get to watch it, they say, "Oh, I don't like old animation. I don't do that."
Yeah, and you know what the solution for that is? Of course, remaking it.
You don't say.
Which would solve all the problems, and in fact, both of them at once. But we're not quite there yet, Brian. They're inching their way. They're dipping their toes in the water, Brian.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I thought the 50th would have been a good time for remake. I do think they will remake it again someday. Whether, we're alive to see it or not, I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take, but they will remake it someday. I stand by that prediction.
Well, looking forward to it. Fingers crossed, Brian.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I think it'll be a 4K release. And then maybe, Isaac, the other thing they could consider doing is chopping up the episodes differently, maybe making the series shorter, trying to tighten it a bit. I don't know. I'm not sure if people would like that or not. I'm not sure that's worth it.
No, it wouldn't be worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But who knows what the budget they set aside is for media that's out of date in a way.
$0. Remastering is pretty expensive, so I'm glad they're doing it, but we'll see. All right, Isaac, number 5.
All right, Brian. This is a special one, Brian, isn't it? This announcement is that there's a new footage production confirmed for Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. Oh,
hey.
Can't wait for them to enhance the story with new footage. Maybe I'm overstepping, but I'm going to say this anyway. Gundam Wing is America's Gundam.
Sure.
Because of how it was introduced. It was a self-contained story, and it let a lot of people get introduced to Gundam, and a lot of people introduced to anime, really, because of when it was released in the 90s on Cartoon Network and how approachable that was, how easy it was to consume, readily accessible. So this will be interesting. We'll see what exactly this new footage is. Maybe they're going to address some story issues, or maybe it's just going to be fan service, Brian.
Yeah, this one I also am a little conflicted about. I think a lot of people were excited thinking that they were going to get a new series. I think there were even some news articles that maybe jumped to the conclusion that they were, quote, reviving the series. That's not what this says.
No.
It just says it's new footage.
Yeah.
It's some sort of new produced footage. Which is ironic because it's not even footage. Footage implies that you filmed something.
Yeah.
It's animated.
Yeah.
So I think I did read that at the conference, someone asked them a question of like, how long is it? Is it a show? Is it a movie? And they only described it as being long or like not short. So my point is, Isaac, if it was a series or a movie, they would have just said that it was going to be a series or a movie.
Sure.
They didn't say that.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? That means to me that it's less than a single episode in length. What I'm really thinking of, Isaac, is like the interlude thing they made for Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Oh.
Yeah. The one we saw in the theater, whatever it was called.
Yes.
What was that? 7, 8, 9 minutes long tops?
Yeah, the suit fitting for Orga episode. That's pretty much what it was.
I'm guessing it's going to be something like that.
Oh my god.
Which is cool, I guess. But look, again, I think this is a missed opportunity. They should be working on Frozen Teardrop. They should be, whether it's OVAs or a new series. Maybe they backdoor it, Isaac, and this serves as the long trailer for Frozen Teardrop. So this is your opportunity. Again, I've said it before. Make it happen, Bandai.
As much as I think more footage would be great, the fact that they're kind of tight-lipped about what exactly they're doing, in a way, it's a little concerning. Like, what are we going to see? It can't be additions to every episode. So is it going to be spread out across multiple episodes? Just the ending? What are they going to do? Or will it really be like Orga's suit fitting, where they're just going to kind of do like a fun little mini side story without calling it a side story, in effect?
Okay, listeners who are big Gundam Wing fans, would you be satisfied with an Iron-Blooded Orphans interlude level project? Or is that just okay and you don't really care? Like, do you really want a series? Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
I want to know from the Gundam Wing hardcore fans.
They want more Relena and Hero scenes of their time together, first meeting, the tension, the threats.
What if that was what it was? It was just a compilation of all their awkward interactions, just reanimated in new animation.
Whatever Hero's cooking up, Relena can't get enough. She is in love with that sociopathic murderer.
She's got some problems. She's got some issues.
Tell me.
Oh man. All right. The next item on the list is they have announced something called Gundam Con for the 50th anniversary, and it's going to be held in a place called Makuhari in January of 2027. And this is basically going to be the first ever Gundam Con, the official Gundam Con. And what they announced related to this, I'm a little confused about. It says it will be planned to be held in various locations around the world after this first event. I'm confused, Isaac. Does that mean that they will have multiple Gundam Cons per year in different locations? Or is this going to be like the Olympics? Where in 2027 it's in Japan, and then in 2028 it's in, Brazil or something. What did you take that to mean?
I assume it's going to be kind of like the Gundam base, right? That we had at a while for, 2 years ago, kind of rotating, going around the country. So the Gundam Con is going to go around the world, Brian. Gundam's going global. It's a global drop operation. There you go. Gundam's invading the world. And they're going to go to all the major cities. Hopefully they come to us here in sunny, beautiful Los Angeles, and we can go and have a great time. I'm really excited for it. My fingers are crossed they'll come to Los Angeles because, I'd be surprised if they didn't come to Los Angeles.
Because you live here?
Well, I mean, all right. We're across the Pacific. It's in the United States. There's a Japanese community in Los Angeles.
True.
They've had conventions here that were anime themed. There's every reason to do it, and almost no reason to not do it.
That said, Isaac, if it does not come here, I mean, maybe we should just make a pilgrimage.
Brian, sign me up. I got my passport. Let's go.
All right. Well, maybe we'll go to Makuhari Messe in January 2027 to the first ever Gundam Con. We'll be the biggest gaijins there.
Reporting live on behalf of Sunset.
Who let these men in here?
We'll be in uniform too, Brian. That'll really convince everybody we're supposed to be there.
But with our Zaku hats on, so they know we're
just
fun.
The biggest weebs. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be interviewing people in English, refusing to use Japanese.
Yeah, just inferring what they mean based on tone of voice.
Ask people their thoughts on the ideals of Xeon.
Real serious philosophical questions.
In Japanese, Toshio-san, please describe the ideals of Xeon.
But yeah, so the Gundam Con is supposed to have creators, exhibition and experience corners, world tournaments for Gunpla, cards, games. Which I guess those tournaments, Isaac, were always held individually, like not at all at the same con. So their goal here is to put them all in one convention, which kind of reminds me of Pokemon a little bit. For like Pokemon World Championships, they have all of the different games have their championships at like the same event.
Ah, yes.
So this kind of reminds me of this.
PokeCon. Have you attended a PokeCon?
I have not, no.
That must be a lot of fun, though, if you're a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, the closest thing I did was they held the Pokemon World Championships in Los Angeles several years back, and they ran a special Pokemon Go event around the convention center, and if you went there, they released a special Pokemon, and you could go catch them, so that's what we did. We ran up and down the streets, not actually having admission to the event, but I was still able to get the Pokemon by walking up and down the streets.
Brian, as a Poke fan, would you enjoy like the ability for like a group of players to be like Team Rocket and they can steal your Pokemon?
That would be pretty brutal. There would be a lot of crying children, I can tell you that. I'm not sure they would ever do that, but it would be pretty fun.
It would also foster a sense of community, though, because some of the other players would clearly start organizing to like counter whoever's Team Rocket in your city or your area. It's like, well, we have to fight them.
That's true. Yeah, they could do a lot more with that for sure. My son was actually very worried about that when he was playing Pokemon and he was fighting Team Rocket. He thought they were actually going to steal his Pokemon, which, again, in the context of the game is a very valid concern.
He should have told him it's possible.
Yeah, just really make him sweat.
Don't lose.
He'd be so upset. Yeah, so maybe we'll go, and listeners, if any of you are there, maybe we'll see you there.
I can't wait to ask for ketchup with my sushi.
Oh, my God. I disavow all knowledge of this man.
I'll be called Baka and asked to leave.
Don't hold it against me, Japan.
All right, next is something very special, Brian. Something in a way long deserved. It's the announcement of the Yoshiyuki Tomino exhibition that's going to be held at the Tokyo National Museum. So this is going to be it's a big thing, Brian. It's a big honorary exhibition in honor of our main man, Tomino, the mind behind Gundam, the creator, the father of Gundam. He gave birth to Gundam, so he's kind of the father and the mother, if you think about it. So it'll be a tribute to him, and it's nice that they're doing it while he's still around, I think. Well, knock on wood, God willing, 2029. So hopefully he's still there and he's able to see it, accept an award, and all that for his great work. Because as far as I'm concerned, anime-wise, Gundam's in a category on its own because of the nature of the models, its global reach, its story. It's very much, as you said before, Brian, the Star Wars of Japan exported globally.
Yeah, I'm happy for Tomino-san to have this. Like you said, they must not be worried about him being around. They are announcing it several years in advance. They must feel pretty good that this, there's no harm in announcing it now.
Sure.
I assume they want him to be there. That would be weird if they didn't want him to be there. So, I mean, if you're in Japan in 2029, I'm not sure how long the exhibit will go on, but if you're plotting a trip for 3 years from now, that might be a fun thing to see if you're a Gundam fan. So
sure, once you're done with the convention, you can head over to the National Museum.
It does feel weird that it's that far in advance. It must be a pretty big exhibit if they're announcing it this far in advance. So
yeah, who knows what they're planning, or they just want to synchronize it with everything else that they're announcing for the 50th.
Yeah, it could be. It could be with the remaster of the show. I mean, the con though is next year, so we'll be on the 3rd annual Gundam Con if it is annual by the time this exhibit comes out. So.
Wow, impressive.
All right, next item on the list is what's called the Gundam Landmark concept.
Ooh.
And that they are saying they aim to create a new Gundam facility in Japan that fans from all over the world will want to visit. And they're going to announce details at a later date. That's basically all we have so far. So here I'm a little confused. This sounds like a very early announcement, Isaac, because I don't even know what that means. Right? Right? It's like, is this a permanent museum? Is it a park? Is it a permanent statue? I don't think we have enough information to know. To recap, there have been various what I would call Gundam sites for you to visit in Japan recently. There was the Yokohama Gundam Factory. This was where the life-size RX-78 was. That facility, I believe, closed in 2024. You can still go to this next one, which is the Unicorn Gundam in Diver City Plaza in Odaiba. That's where the Odaiba Gundam base is. They are removing that Unicorn Gundam, though, the life-size Unicorn Gundam, in August of 2026. So that's coming up. You can only see it for a few more months. They're going to take it down. I assume they'll replace it with something else, but for now, they're going to take it down. There's the life-size new Gundam in the Gundam base in Fukuoka, I believe that's how you say that. That's fairly new, so that's probably going to be up for a little while longer. And then there's also what's called the Bandai Hobby Center in Shizuoka. The Bandai Hobby Center is actually pretty much all Gunpla is manufactured. There is not a life-size Gundam there, though, which is odd. You'd think they would put the life-size Gundam in the big place where they do the manufacturing, unless they just don't want people to come visit as a main tourist attraction. So I don't know, maybe they're getting sick of having temporary life-size Gundams, Isaac, and they're just going to make a permanent one?
Yeah. Part of me was like half getting my hopes up. Gundam Land.
There you go, yeah.
I thought this might be maybe not a massive facility, but a bit more sprawling than we're used to. Not a pop-up.
Sure.
More than a pop-up. It's going to be something that you're going to spend some time walking around and enjoying yourself, all Gundam themed. So that's kind of what my brain is hoping for. We'll see what actually comes out, but yeah, it could be anything at this point. There's almost zero details other than the name.
Yeah, I think the only thing we can take away is it's somewhat permanent. I don't think you would call it a landmark if it was a pop-up or some sort of temporary arrangement. This sounds a little more permanent.
Yeah, so fingers crossed, fans. We might all get to go do our trips to the Gundam landmark, our little pilgrimage.
We'll have to do one big Gundam trip, Isaac, where we go do all these things. And we have to play that, what's it called? Battle something, the one with the big thing where you sit in the chair.
Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
we got to play that while we're there.
We'll have to brush up on actually reading Japanese kanji.
Yeah, you just click the buttons
so we know exactly what's on screen. A good side effect of that, though, is that we'll finally be able to play Girin's Greed once we have a rudimentary grasp of the actual written Japanese language.
That would be so pathetic, right? If we walked in full uniform and then we just sucked at the game because we couldn't read anything on the screen.
If I sit down and like the Dom isn't an option, you're just going to see me stand up and like motion to like some Japanese kid. Like, here you go, kid. Take my spot.
Oh, that would be amazing if you stood in line all that time.
3 hours.
And then you got to the front and you accidentally chose the Gundam and you had to play as that and like you couldn't get back in line and that was your one time.
I might lift up the machine and throw it. They will witness my full strength.
He will be expelled from Japan and no longer allowed in.
They might, yeah. Or I don't know. Say, it's okay. We're from Sunset. We're doing a modification.
Okay. Next item on the list, Isaac.
Next is something special, Brian. It's a life-size Unicorn Gundam statue. The finale of it, Brian. So it's been on Odaiba, Tokyo for 8 years and 11 months. So it's been there since 2017. But it's going to end this year in August, which isn't too far away, Brian.
Yep.
They're going to spruce it up a bit before the finale, though. It's going to have like new decals and decorations, which, judging by the image, these weren't in the show at all. But they're just going to not tag it up, but it's going to be a little bit louder visually. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they're going to give us some stickers and some new videos or something.
Yeah.
This is the Gundam that I saw when I went to Japan, Isaac, in 2018. So when I saw it was only like a year old. They had just replaced the ARC-78. It was pretty cool. So if you're in Japan before this closes, I highly recommend going to see it just because it's pretty neat. It opens up. It doesn't move around or anything, but it is pretty cool at night. I would definitely recommend seeing it at night, though. I don't know if I'd go during the day because then you don't get the full light show during the day.
Good point. I didn't even think of that.
And then while you're there, you got to go to the Gundam base. Gundam base is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Check it out. Get some Gundam food. All right, what's next on the list, Brian?
Oh, this one I don't even know how to describe. This is called the Gundam IP Cross Regional Revitalization. The Gundam Festival project starts. And it looks like they have brought Gundam to like different local festivals such as the Fukuoka Hakata Gion Yamakasa and the Hokkaido Sapporo Snow Festival. And I think they're just saying they're going to expand this effort and have like a Gundam exhibit at these different local festivals. to basically just increase Gundam's exposure and have it out there. It kind of seems like advertising, basically. I think
Yeah.
to simplify it. And while I was in Japan in 2018, which is now a long time ago, we did see some sort of festival. I don't remember what it was called, but it was while we were in Kyoto, and it was a pretty cool. There was like hundreds of people just all of a sudden came through, and not what I would describe as a parade, but the street was shut down, and they were all in this special festival garb, and they were doing these special dances, and it was pretty cool. So that's a big thing over there in Japan. They love their festivals, and it just sounds like Gundam is going to be in more of the festivals. I'm sure there'll be a Gundam booth, or people will be wearing Gundam stuff or something. I like the logo here, Isaac. It's a little Haro with like a festival headband on next to a lantern. So that's kind of fun.
It looks very fun. Looks very much almost like food ready, right? Because like to me, the headband is very much like, oh, this is going to be someone like a chef, but we're going to embed the Gundam in just like, food festivals and maybe like other art festivals and things that we're doing as well. But sounds like something great if you're in Japan and you're a Gundam fan. You're going to see it at places you don't normally do.
As you can tell, they put the bigger items on this list at the top versus the bottom. We're starting to move down in the ranks here. But Isaac, what's the next item on the list?
The next item on the list, Brian, is the global announcement that it's official. April 7th has officially been designated as Gundam Day every year in perpetuity.
You heard it here. They declared it. Well, Isaac, they didn't just say it. They declared it.
Yes. The first broadcast of Mobile Suit Gundam was on Saturday, April 7th in 1979. So now, moving forward, every April 7th will be Gundam Day. So that day, you should watch your favorite series, maybe set some time aside to put together a Gunpla, and think about the supremacy of Zeon. That's what you should think about. And why monoeyes are better than the junk that they have to fight from the Federation.
Yep, he's still sore about those monoeyes not make it into that 50th prologue movie.
It was ridiculous. There's more monoeyes than non-monoeyes.
That's true. That's fair.
This is Mobile Suitist.
They as part of Gundam Day, they're saying moving forward, they want to roll out their various planned initiatives on that day every year. So this actually reminds me again a lot of Pokemon, Isaac, because there is a Pokemon Day, and on Pokemon Day, that's when they make a lot of announcements about the franchise. And so I feel like they're learning from that and trying to do that for Gundam.
Well, if you're going to learn anything from Pokemon, it should be how to be successful, because Pokemon is on like a level of popularity internationally that I don't think any other element of Japan is, other than sushi. Like sushi and Pokemon, like those have taken over the world. It's just incredible.
Yeah, it's the most valuable IP franchise, I think, in the world.
I'm not surprised, yeah.
Never a bad thing to copy Pokemon, I guess.
God, are they going to make a Pokemon Land in the U.S.? It would have a line out the door wrapped around the park.
Yeah, they are. I think they're getting rid of Simpsons Land.
Oh, it's going to be a Universal.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, there's synergy there with Nintendo World right there.
True, yeah, but they have to get rid of a lot more than Simpsons Land. They're going to have to buy out more everything in Hollywood.
They're pretty space limited there.
Well, they got to figure out something, because that's going to be such a moneymaker. They're going to just expand.
I don't know if they've announced it for the one here in California. Maybe it's only in Orlando.
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to go dressed as Team Rocket. I'm going to steal kids' Pokemon.
Wow. You have no heart. Security is going to beat you.
All part of the show, kids. What's next, Brian?
This one, Isaac, this relates to those like
Do we skip
VTubers. This relates to those VTubers that we didn't even know what they were.
Oh my god!
So I think we talked about this in the podcast, but
briefly,
when we went to Anime Expo, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
There was all this stuff about VTubers, and I was like, Isaac, I really don't even know what a VTuber is. And it turns out it's like a person who they put on an avatar, and then everybody like follows you and like loves the person that you're pretending to be. I just don't understand this at all.
You're clearly not deep into the cyberpunk dystopia that we live in, Brian, to not embrace embrace the hologram parasocial connection.
This is not me. I'm just going to read the announcement, Isaac. It says, from the special collaboration between Gundam and hololive Production, which plans and develops content across Cover Corporation and the Bandai Namco Group, the second wave of collaboration talents and original color mobile suits has been announced. Additionally, the pilot suit and mini characters, commonly known as Nui Armor, of the collaboration talents revealed in the first wave, as well as the emblem designs have also been unveiled, so be sure to check them out. So there's a special page for you to click on this, and it basically looks like there's these hololive avatars, and now they've been like crossed with Gundam mobile suits. So they have like their own little, the hololive people avatar have their own Gundam mobile suits. I don't get it, but that's there. I guess if you like those hololive, now you can like it and like Gundam at the same time.
They'll be in uniforms and kind of suits related to Gundam, sort of costumes, skins, really. I not even. Oh God, I personified them too much. I said costumes, Brian. They're gonna be, their skins will be appropriately Gundam themed, and I guess that's about it. Maybe they'll do events with their fans or some type of promotions. It'll have to be promotion related.
Yeah, I don't really understand, because I wouldn't, like, in the Venn diagram of hololive fans and Gundam fans, I wouldn't have pictured there was a lot of overlap. And then where there was overlap, I wouldn't have thought it was in the area of Gundam that they're taking these suits from. Like, they're using Wing Gundam Zero, Unicorn, Providence, Epion, Destiny, and a Stray Gold Frame. That's not where I would have thought the Venn diagram would have been. I would have thought it would have been with, like, G-Witch, G-Quux, and, like, maybe some of the build shows.
That's true, but I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to age myself a bit, Brian. Hold on. This is such a new social development in a way, because we've gone into streaming, and then from streaming, we've now gone into streaming, but it's actually not a person. It's a skin. It's essentially a animated representation synchronized to lip movement and mouth movement, eye movement. Because of that, I feel like this is something that might be from a subculture that I have no way of grasping fully, because as far as they're concerned, I am an old man.
Yep, we're an old man in this realm, and I don't think we're ever going to be a young man in this realm. So I think this one's just not for us, and I can safely skip it and feel comfortable with that.
True, but I wished everybody a good time with the Gundam hololive crossover event. I hope they have great discussions about mobile suits and other events that they have, and I
don't believe a word coming out of your mouth.
I hope one of them's a Dom. If one of them's a Dom Troppin, Brian, it's over. I'm converting. I'm going straight to the Holo live stream.
Unfortunately, I don't see a Dom on this list.
No, once again, I live in a mobile suitist world, Brian. We don't have enough respect for our monoeyes. It's all just Gundams all the time. Gundams on top of Gundams. It never ends.
The disrespect is strong with this new generation.
Indeed.
Well, hololive brings us to our last item on the list, Isaac, and what is that?
Oh, yes, Brian. It's something out there for our world that is plagued with pollution, as we all know, Brian. And at the time of this recording, plagued with what's soon to become and presently is a petroleum shortage due to the crisis and combat in the Middle East. This is the announcement that certain plastic model raw materials incorporating used runners will be acquiring the SGS Green Mark certification. What does this mean? It's some type of recycling announcement, some type of recycling related certification that will announce the use of recycled plastic in new Gunpla, probably saving costs for Bandai, but also making less of an impact upon the environment. Isn't that right, Brian?
Yes, I read this announcement a few times, and I still wasn't exactly sure what they were trying to say. But I think basically what they're saying is they've had this recycling initiative for Gunpla runners. You know, so when you build your Gunpla, you have the big runner left over. They've been running a recycling initiative for that for the last several years, since April 2021. And what is actually more, I think, impressive than getting this mark certification is the fact that they've recycled 174 tons of used runners, Isaac. That's insane. That's a lot of just extra plastic that would have went into a landfill. So that's great. I love that. That's cool.
Those Japanese, they run through their runners, Brian. They're just so many Japanese at any one time making Gunpla.
Just snipping away. And so as part of that recycling process, they've developed this way to reuse that recycled runner plastic in new kits. And I think now they've either proven or improved their method to such a degree that they've now earned this special mark certification that they can put on their products, I think. And to get that mark, it has to be SGS is some sort of it's an international certification body that they test and inspect and certify this thing. So they've done enough to earn this mark. So I guess good on them. So that's great.
Yeah,
good for recycling when it works out.
Good for recycling. I think you'll be hard pressed to see American fans coordinated this level to return sprues.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them. If your local hobby store had a return box where you could put the recycling in, I could see you doing that. I would run it up to my store and do it. But I have a hobby shop very close to me. I have 2 or 3 actually. Most people don't,
No, and then there's also kind of the forgetfulness. Our minds are now competing with, everything going on our phones, and I don't see it happening a large scale enough in the US to be even worth it.
No, probably not. I'm not even sure. Can you even put that in a US recycling bin versus the trash?
I think you can.
Is that considered recyclable? Do you think it works? Okay.
It's plastic. You can recycle it. I think it'd be okay.
Not every plastic is recyclable, though.
Really?
Oh, no way.
I didn't know that.
You just stuff in every plastic you have, and there's
one of the ideals of Xeon is we're going to recycle more because the earth is sacred. It has to be preserved. Part of the reason people's souls are weighed down by gravity is because their souls are filled with microplastics, Brian.
That's probably true. This is a good question for the listeners, Isaac. If we have any sanitation engineers out there or recyclable engineers whose souls are not weighed down by microplastics, and you know the answer, are Gunpla runners or Gunpla materials in general, are those recyclable in a normal U.S. recycling bin? I don't know the answer.
Yeah. See, the difficulty too about that is recycling is almost a state to state thing, in our massive country.
That's true. We like our recycling here in California, but yeah, Texas ain't about that.
Other states, I would imagine they banned recycling.
Probably,
certain counties that wear certain colored hats have banned recycling.
Yeah, for every ton that California recycles, another state will roll an extra ton of coal.
It's the same states that banned washing their hands during the pandemic.
Yeah, with a vengeance.
Yeah. Well. All
right, Isaac. That concludes this list of smattering 50th anniversary announcements. What did you think of all that as a whole? Do you think that was 50th anniversary worthy? Where do you come down on these?
I'm very excited. I'm excited for the Gundam Landmark. I'm excited for the Gundam Convention, which will be both in Tokyo and then also traveling on the road. I'm excited for the upcoming movie events, the changes they're going to make with new footage to Gundam Wing, and also some additions to the remaster of the original series. I'm just so excited, Brian. It's going to be a great unfolding as we reach 2029. This is a long list, though, and here we are at the start of what might be a bit of an economic slowdown in the world because of our oil situation. So we'll see what actually happens in 3 years versus these plans that have been made 3 years ahead of time. But I'm still optimistic, and I think it's all around something I wasn't expecting, and I look forward to. How about you? What are your thoughts?
I am excited for a lot of these things. I'm not sure that any single one of them rises to the occasion of a 50th anniversary announcement. I think altogether that's a lot of good stuff, and I think the franchise is headed in a good direction. What would have sweetened the deal for me, Isaac, is if they had announced a new series or a new movie or something.
Really?
That's not Seed Freedom, or that's not a undisclosed wing project, that's not a movie and not a series, but something that moves on screen. Yeah, that's a little vague for me. I think a new series would have been cool. But then again, that would have been too far away. I don't think you'd want to announce it, then wait 3 years for the hype would disappear after 6 months. So I kind of understand why they wouldn't do that. But yeah, I'm excited for a lot of these. I'm excited for a lot of the things that we could potentially experience in person, more so than some of these animation projects. So like you said, the Gundam Con, the Tomino exhibit, the landmark thing, that seems pretty cool to me. I would like it if we could make a pilgrimage over there. We'll do Colony Drop Live. We'll record an episode underneath one of those Gundams, Isaac.
If we look the part, I don't think they'll move us out of the way. They'll think oh, this is an event. Clearly,
they'll
sunset.
immediately kick us out. It's those old men who don't know what hololive is. Get them out of here.
Those old gaijin that insulted hololive to our faces.
I probably didn't even use the right grammar around hololive because I don't even know if it's a person or a company or whatever.
We just aged ourselves more.
Suck it, hololive. I don't care.
When we're booting up our computer to watch a hololive.
Yeah. So yeah, there it is. That's Gundam's 50th anniversary announcements. Isaac, Any question for the listeners before we head out of here on our 50th anniversary Cloud 9 dreams?
Cloud 9 was also the name, Brian, as you know, of the group of colonies that survived the Seventh Space War and Afterwar Gundam X. Ooh.
Oh, was it really? I don't remember that. That's a great name, though.
That's the name. In their timeline, their universe, colonies are divided into clouds.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're right. You have a great memory of Gundam X.
Thank you, Brian. Because the ideals of the Space Revolutionary Army are so close to the ideals of Xeon. That's why.
I was reading something on Gundam X today on Reddit. Ooh. I don't know if this is true because I can't really verify because it's in Japanese. Someone translated, so I'm just going to take this person's word for it. I closed the tab, so I apologize. I don't know your name, but on Reddit, some guy found an interview that said the Daughters is actually supposed to be pronounced Dotrace, and people just never knew that and put it. So we're all just calling it the Daughters. Oh, wow. But there's like a word called the Dotrace or something in Japanese animation, and that's what it was named after. So there you go.
Interesting.
It's your fun fact of the day.
Another victim of Japanese to English translation.
Oh, well.
But listeners, what do you think about the Gundam 50th anniversary announcements? Is there anything you're most excited for? Is there anything you're disappointed about? Is there anything that was just milk toast? Ooh, if you were in charge of the Gundam 50th anniversary, what would you announce? No budget. Unlimited budget. Well, not no budget. Unlimited budget. No rules. What would you do to celebrate the 50th anniversary? Tell us in the comments.
And tell us your favorite Gundam hololive avatar. Don't be afraid to admit that you follow whatever hololive is.
Oh, Brian, maybe we should deploy our own hololive. And
yeah. The next episode is going to be entirely about hololive.
Just the most high-pitched Japanese voice. She's dressed as a monoeye.
Everybody will do that, right? When like AI kills the world and there's no jobs, we'll all just be VTubers.
Probably. VTubing to each other in what's left of the economy.
But then AI will take over and they'll also be VTubing, so you won't be able to tell.
At a certain point, the only jobs left for humans will be like horrible pranks on YouTube.
And cleaning toilets.
That too, yeah.
There's always going to be a job for
Unless
that.
they make a robot toilet, it just cleans itself.
Well, hopefully the 50th anniversary is more exciting than that future we just outlined.
That's how we end our podcast, talking about toilets.
This is Gundam, sometimes it's a downer.
Colonies and death and what's going to happen next?
Oh, take us away, Isaac.
All right, listeners, before you go to sleep tonight, stand next to your bed, get on your knees, put your hands together, look up at the ceiling, and hail Gundam 50th anniversary.
Good night, all you hololive players.